What's up? Welcome to Closet of Kids Convos Vibes Unleashed. This your girl Trina. I'm sitting up here with my homie Nator, the owner of The Problem Child. That's why.
You know, the owner of The Problem Child, you know, clothing brand, clothing line, you know, we got good product, hats, clothes, hoodies, beanies, all that kind of stuff. But conversation for another day. Other than that, man, how your day going? How your day went? It's kind of later in the day.
Yeah, they been good. Like right now we're doing this 30-day fast and praying at the church. So I've been getting up about 6:15 every morning. The prayer starts at 6:30. So that's been cool. And you know, just been fasting. So my fast is keto. So been doing that, and then went to a women's conference at Rescue Mission Baptist Church in Gulfport, Mississippi.
Go for it. How was that?
The conference was good, actually. It was talking about it's never too late. So it's centered around it's never too late to form a relationship with God or to turn back to God. Because I think that'd be the problem. Like people not necessarily not forming or not having a relationship, but people tend to stray or sever that relationship with them, and then, you know, as far as like they may think it's too late to turn back. But I think it came out of Matthew 20, 1 through 16. So it was 4 different speakers. They all did their speech around those verses, but I thought it was cool because everybody's was different as far as like their connection and their journey. So it was cool just listening to all of the perspectives on it. But like I said, it all linked back to Matthew 20.
Okay. So something that kind of just stuck out to me as far as forming a relationship with God. Question, do you feel like you have to be going to church and church to have that relationship with God or to form that relationship with God?
I do think it's imperative I feel like in order to have a solid foundation and to build anything on a solid foundation, I think it has to be biblically sound, and I do believe you will get that from the church. And so I think that is necessary in order to lay the foundation, in order to build anything. Yes, to form a strong, solid foundation, I do believe being in the church is important for that. Okay. What's your take on that?
So I can say growing up, my grandmother had me in church, and I'm very grateful for that. And I could say there have been times where I stopped going to church or I stepped away from church, and I can tell there was a big difference in my life and how I felt. But it's like when I, you know, start back going to church and I'm in the church, very big difference. I feel like, yes, you know, you don't have to be in church every second of the day, 7 days a week. But like you said, I do feel like, you know, to have that foundation, it's good to, you know, go to church. And for me personally, I feel like I'm more connected when I'm in the church house. Because I'm not gonna lie, you know, sometimes I sit home and I might find a video or I might try to, you know, watch something, read something. But sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not as connected. Gotcha. But I can say when I'm in the church, it's like, I feel it. And like I said, you know, there's some times where I can't make it to church. You know, I might be busy, you know, I might be traveling.
Gotcha.
But, you know, it's like when I get back, you know, I want to go to church. You know, I'm ready to go to church or whatever.
And I feel like that. Like, I could tell, usually I'm there on Sundays. I'm there Wednesday evenings. But I feel like that Wednesday service, that's my pick-me-up. Like that.
What time is it on Wednesday?
6 o'clock.
Okay.
That's the one that I feel get me going or keep me going. Okay. And I can get through the rest of the week. Because I can tell the difference when I don't go on a Wednesday versus when I do. And I feel like, dang, what's wrong with me? Because I feel like I miss church, and that little spiritual awakening that I need was missing. So yeah, I think it's for me. I like going on Wednesday nights because, like I said, it's just like that boost that I need.
You know, you're halfway through the week. Lord knows what's gonna happen at work. So all right. So after you did that, what was next on the agenda for you?
Chili's. First, I did make a pit stop by Express. Got me a really nice suit.
I ain't gonna lie, they got some nice stuff in there.
But went to Chili's because part of my my fast is keto. Okay. So I got me a boneless burger and a side salad.
If you wasn't doing keto, what would you have got?
Maybe wings.
No pasta or nothing?
I do like pasta. Yeah, I do like the pasta. But more than likely, pasta probably got cheese in it. I don't eat cheese.
So no cheeseburgers, no nachos.
No. Well, hold on. But who said I eat nachos just not with cheese? I have salsa.
Oh no,
ground
nachos,
beef.
cheese and nachos with sometimes a little jalapeno.
Okay, so what is the nachos? Is it the cheese or is it the chips?
It's the cheese and the chips.
So that combination made nachos.
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree.
So if you go to the movies, I'm not sure if they got salsa and nachos or on the menu. When you get nachos, what did it say on the menu? Nachos and cheese. And they be like, you want extra cheese?
Well, then if they say that, then that means that the chips are the nachos.
But when you go and you buy the nachos, what you
I don't buy the nachos.
See, when I go to the movie, I buy nachos, it's nacho and cheese. That's what they give me.
But listen, I don't buy nachos.
That's crazy.
I buy popcorn.
Damn. Okay, so you don't eat cheese.
No.
What else you don't eat? That's crazy.
Chocolate. And then, okay, hold on. Let's back up to the whole cheese thing. I used to eat cheese. Like, for real. Every day at my grandmother's house, I used to make me a cheese toast.
Okay.
I have a burn somewhere on my arm, me trying to get the cheese toast out the oven. And
you were about to die for that cheese.
It was real. And then it was like that government cheese that came in that block.
Oh, that block. Oh,
man, that was the best cheese.
Yeah. So, they say that ain't digest properly.
But that may be the problem. So look, but one day I tasted them. I never liked milk. So one day I tasted the milk in the cheese and
chocolate milk.
That was it. So that's why I won't eat chocolate, because I could taste the milk in the chocolate.
So you ain't never eat cereal growing up?
Dry cereal. Yeah, dry cereal. But like now they have like the almond milk and stuff, which I've never tried though.
Oh, you gotta try almond milk. It's good.
I've never tried it.
So that means no hot chocolate.
No hot chocolate.
All right. So question for you: do you put sugar in your spaghetti?
If you put sugar in your spaghetti, something wrong. Don't nobody, no.
Well, I guess something wrong with me, man.
Season, salt, pepper, Tony's.
Okay, what about your grits? What do you put in your grits?
Salt, pepper, butter.
Okay, we on the same page there. I was about to say.
Well, what about tell me you don't put sugar in your red beans.
No.
Okay. Because, you have people who do that. Like, they put sugar across the board.
That's the first time I heard that. There ain't no milk, so if you gotta taste some cereal, you just gonna eat the cereal dry.
Yeah, but I really don't just get a craving for cereal.
What's your favorite cereal?
Frosted Flakes. And Fruit Loops.
Okay.
Now those two you can actually pour them on a napkin, and that's a good snack for real.
No, yeah, with the milk. And
then that's a meal.
The ice. How was adding milk a meal?
Cause I'm just saying if you're eating cereal, that's just like you eating cereal for breakfast. That is a meal
with the milk.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like my cereal on my paper towel is more like a snack.
I mean, to me, it's a snack in general. Because if I eat cereal in the morning, that's a snack. I'm gonna be hungry. That ain't holding me over.
Oh, see, that's a meal to me. That would be considered a meal. If it's in a bowl and you sitting there eating,
but you just said you're gonna put it on a napkin.
Not that many, just enough to just throw a couple of little handfuls in there.
Dang, no sugar in your spaghetti.
Nah.
No chocolate.
No.
So no Snickers, Kit Kat, chocolate ice cream, chocolate cake. Are you allergic to any of this?
No, I just don't like milk.
Are you allergic to any food?
Not that I know of.
Do you eat seafood?
Love seafood.
Okay, good.
Love seafood.
I was about to say, look now.
Hey,
look.
Ground mullet. You ever had ground mullet?
Nah.
I'm about to get you some from the local fish market. That's like local fish. You can catch right out there in the Gulf.
Okay.
That's some good eating. Fried. Cut it down, clean. Well, I get it from the fish market.
Oh, so it already be
clean and stuff. I still come home, wash it up, season it up, put some hot grease on. That's all you need.
So, what's your favorite food?
Seafood. Good. Just seafood, like in general. But you know what? I eat lobster. I'm not a big lobster fan, but give me shrimp. Give me fish, all type of fish. Salmon is probably my favorite. I do like redfish. But I mean, I'll eat lobster, but I'm not gonna be like, I'm going to get a lobster. I may do like, it may come on a plate with something I order, but yeah.
I go to the steakhouse, when I go somewhere, checking the menu for like seafood or lobster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dang, no sugar in the spaghetti, man. What about the lasagna?
I don't eat lasagna. Cause it has cheese in it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Got it. All right. Dang. All right. So after the Chili's, that was it for you.
Just Walmart picked up stuff to get me through the week. for my keto, and then back at the crib.
You meal prep or not?
I have been probably the last 2 weeks, and I actually I really, because it's easier for me to meal prep on keto.
Okay.
Than trying to go out and try to figure out where I can eat or go into a certain place and order something without the bun or different things like that. So it's easier for me to maybe buy a cabbage, cut it up, cook it, eat it for a few days.
Sugar in the cabbage?
No.
Do you have sugar here?
Yes, I have sugar, but
sugar in the Kool-Aid?
Sugar in the Kool-Aid, but right now I'm drinking zero sugar, like lemonade, which really tastes like it has sugar in it, but that's my thing. Minute Maid lemonade, zero sugar. Hey, that's a win.
So are you like the type of person that eat like all your meal preps in one day, or you make like, you know, sometimes you got like 5 meal preps for the next how many ever days? Do they last you, or you?
Oh no, it lasts me.
Oh, they last.
Like I usually eat. Okay, so with my fasting for keto, I'm also doing an intermittent fasting. So I don't eat from 7 at night to 9 in the morning. No food, no gum, no drinks,
7
just
at
water.
Night?
Yeah.
Oh, that started 28 minutes.
Yeah, so like from here on out, I can only drink water until 9 in the morning. And which I'll be asleep majority of the hour, so it works. But so usually when I eat at work, that's usually it. When I come home, I may do like some sliced meat or something like that, or maybe get a Slim Jim or something, and that's pretty much
Slim Jim.
that's pretty much what I'm
what the heck is Slim Jim gonna do?
Cause I can eat that. That's 0 carbs. And today I bought a bag of hot and spicy skin, so that'd be my dessert. That's been the hardest part, is like, cause I've been wanting something sweet.
Have you like, do you feel like you're doing good during this fast, or are you like, I'm ready for this, like I can't do this no more? Like, how you feel about it?
Actually, right now, I mean, I'm in a good place. When I find myself getting hungry or craving those things, I do go read something in the Bible, the verses that they give us in the morning, something, because I guess that's what's supposed to be filling us. We're supposed to fill ourselves with the Word of God.
Okay.
So, so it works. It works. Maybe chewing gum, just putting a flavor or something in my mouth. I'm pretty good.
Gum make you hungry though. They say when you chew gum.
Well, it works for me.
Dang. All right, I gotta try this. Not tonight, cause I'm gonna eat some tonight, but I'm gonna try this. 7 to 9.
I do 14 hours. Some people do 16 hours, but I think minimum is like 12 hours, so like 7 to 7.
Maybe I should try 7 to 7 first.
Yeah.
I don't want to pass out tonight.
Yeah, well, don't pass out.
Yeah, nah. Yeah. When I don't eat, look, I turn into a different person. And then after
So you get hangry.
I get hangry, and then I get sad, and then I start to get lightheaded. And
This is a lot of emotion going on.
Yes,
here.
when I don't eat, I'm pissed.
So why don't you eat?
It depends. I might be going somewhere with my girl and she taking too long, or she might try to do 1,000 different things and then we not being able to eat when we supposed to eat, or I might just have a lot going on and then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get food. Sometimes it's personally my fault or whatever, but I would say majority of the time it's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where your girl at?
She down in Florida, Broward County.
So y'all doing this long distance thing?
Been doing it for a while, the entire time.
What's the entire time?
Since we started, we got back in contact with each other at the end of 2021.
Okay.
And then from there, we stayed in contact, and then we rekindled. So basically, the end of 2021 until now.
No. So how does the long distance work for y'all?
I mean, honestly, for me, it works because I'm used to being away from people. I'm military.
Okay.
So 7 years in Navy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I'm used to being here, being there, being out to sea, long period of time.
Okay.
But I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I do like, damn, I miss her. I want to see her. But obviously, like right now, I mean, I miss her, but I know, okay, I'm gonna see her on Friday because we're going out of town for her birthday.
Okay, cool.
I can say long distance. It's a challenge, but you know, we make time for each other. We see each other every month, maybe sometimes twice out the month. You know, maybe more than that. Just depends on what's going on. But we see each other a lot.
Yeah. For it to be a long distance, that's what's up. Like, is it like one of those, hey, I'm gonna be there tomorrow type? Cause I'm missing you like that.
Nah, it should be tonight.
Y'all heard what she said though.
Tonight, yeah. If I really text her and I'm like, she will, if it's a flight that's getting in Gulfport or even New Orleans, she will be here.
See, them couple goals. Those are couple goals.
Or sometimes, I might not be answering the phone or I might be mad at her. She's looking at the flight to come here.
Don't not answer the phone.
Okay, so how do you process things? When you mad, what type of person you are? Like
I shut down. But you don't listen though. But you don't have to. No, like that's just me. But that's not. I don't think that's a good thing though.
I'm not saying it's a good thing.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, I don't think it's a good thing. But I do shut down. Now, like if
you shut down, then you do what?
Nothing. Like
so if you shut down and they're calling you, what do you do?
No, I will answer. But I'm not really saying nothing. So I'm so dry on the phone, you probably don't even want to talk to me anyway.
Okay, yeah. So I don't completely like ignore her.
See, okay.
No, like I'll answer and I'm just like, I don't want to talk right now,
Oh, you tell her you don't want to talk?
Yeah, communication.
That is important.
Because I don't want her to come 1,000 miles per hour and I'm saying one word. Now it's like, damn, that's all you got to say. But in reality, it's like, hey, I just need some time to process things.
Yeah. So what does processing look like to you?
A few days.
So she got to go a few days without talking to you?
She don't let me go a few days.
But you feel like you need a few days?
When I'm mad, I'm mad for like probably 3 days max.
Okay, 3 days. What happens to allow a 3-day mad event?
I am a happy person.
Okay.
I'm happy. So it's like to make me mad, it's like I'm like the most chill, laid back, happiest, like not happiest, but I'm up there.
Yeah.
So it's like when you make me mad, I'm mad. Like I don't want to talk. I don't want to be bothered. I just want to be in my shell and just vibe and process my thoughts. And then eventually I feel like I will come back around. So
that's what I'm saying. Like what has caused you to get like that? If you don't mind sharing.
Oh, let me think of the last situation. Let me go back in time.
I gotta turn my head around on this and make sure I don't miss nothing.
All right, so the last situation, we don't argue a lot. But okay, we're in the process. We're not in the process, but we're having these conversations about having a kid.
Okay.
That's not the problem. The problem is, her father is not, he's not like for the gay people.
Okay.
So now we're having these conversations of like, well, if he feels this way, not wanting a kid around him, and then it's causing, disagreements, and then it's making me feel like, are you with me or are you against me? And I feel like you're against me. Now we're arguing, we not getting to one page.
Yeah.
And then now it's like, I'm pissed. I feel a ways. This is a very tough situation.
Yeah.
And it's like now I don't want to talk to you. I just want to be left alone.
That does like suck, because especially like you're in something you feel like what y'all have is good, but like these outside factors, and then, and he's important. That's her dad.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So, but he doesn't agree with her lifestyle, and then let alone y'all bringing a child into it. You know what I'm saying? So, it's gonna get to a point. It could get to a point where she's gonna have to choose.
But see, when we having these conversations, I'm letting her know, I don't want to put you in that predicament.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I love you. But I don't ever want to put you in a predicament and be like physically telling you like you need to pick between your dad and me. Because it's like, you love your dad. They have a relationship. And I want them to continue to have a relationship. But it's like, I guess when you put it all on the table, if it comes down to it, I guess it's like, but I don't want to, like, I never want to really put her in that predicament because that's hard.
That's hard.
That's your parent,
That is, yeah. So do you just walk away? Like, is that the option? Like, if you say that you don't want to put her in a situation where she has to choose, right? The only alternative is...
No, you set boundaries.
You have to choose in boundaries.
No, you set boundaries and you don't cross those boundaries. Now, once you cross those boundaries, then it's like, all right, yeah, I'm let me get on out of this picture because you're not respecting our decision that we sat down and we made together.
Okay.
So I think it's not necessarily just you choose, but no, it's like, hey, let's set some boundaries. What are some do's? What are some don'ts when it comes to this situation? And, can we both agree to these? Sure, okay. Make sure we don't cross those boundaries.
Got you. Okay, well, I love to see it. It sucks though, especially like the way y'all feel about each other is like very evident. You know what I'm saying? Like it is, and I've only been around y'all a few times, but like that's enough. You don't have to be around somebody a lot to tell how somebody feel about someone. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely evident. So I think it's like cool. So hopefully that situation like works out.
Right.
But the thing is too, if you think about it, you military. If y'all doing a thing, eventually she gonna be gone wherever you at anyway.
It depends.
Yeah, I know.
No.
Oh.
I mean, she's self-employed.
I don't
want to. Me personally, I'm not a selfish person. I don't want to take her away from what's bringing in income. She does eyelash extensions, and a lot of her clientele is in Florida. Granted, if I go somewhere and she can, over time make that clientele, for sure, that's an option. But I'm a firm believer of a 2-income household. Now, if it comes to the down to and it's like, you know what, she want to give up what she's doing because that's what she wants to do and that's what she's happy about it, and she come with me, I'll support.
Got you.
But I never want to just be like, oh, stop working. I got you. Come like now.
Okay, so
she can come here now, but that's where the income.
Yeah, I feel you. So check this out. I love a 2-income household also, cause that affords you a lot of things.
I could just do so much more.
Yeah, right. So y'all live together. So y'all decide to live together, right? So how does that look in a sense of bills? Do you think everything should go in one pot? What is your stance? Like your views on that?
I feel like I can have my money. You can have your money, right? If we have something together or there's some kind of fund that we both want to add money to, like maybe a kid fund, maybe something for the house, whatever, we can agree, let's, put money in there monthly, weekly, however we want to do it. As far as bills, I don't mind paying rent. Yeah. I'll take care of rent, mortgage, and then if you want to pay, she wants to pay utilities, that's fine. And then as far as groceries, it's probably like I might go to the store sometimes. You might go, because I can't sit up here and say, oh, I'm going to pay groceries and then maybe she might be beating me to the store. Yeah. But I think it should be, as far as groceries, I might hit the store this week and buy some stuff because maybe I want to make something that we didn't talk about. And then vice versa for her. So I think for groceries, it's kind of like hey, I'll probably go to the store sometimes because I go to the store often. Even if I go to her crib for like 2 weeks, she gonna go grocery shopping before I get there. But when I get there, I might decide last minute I want to do this. So I'm like, okay, let me go. But you think I'm finna hit her up and be like, send me money?
Yeah,
no, I'm gonna just go buy it.
I was just curious because some.
How do you feel about it?
Well, I do think I definitely want my own. As far as like a joint account, has never been like appealing to me. Right. I don't knock anyone that does it, but I don't feel like it's necessary. Right. I'm like you. I'll pay the mortgage. You take care of the utilities. Like regular, like you say, groceries, all that type stuff. It just is what it is. You may go, I may go. Like it ain't no set. Like you have to do this or whatever. But I do know some people feel like like they just want to move in. But listen, I've never wanted to take care of anybody. Right. But I want to make sure my person is good, though. For sure. But I want my person to make sure, I'm good also. But I've never wanted to take care of anybody. Like, nah, that's never been like high up on my priority list. I'm with you on the 2 incomes. So yeah, because you can just do so much more. But I ain't caking.
I know a lot of people that's on just 1 income. And, just talking to them, it's a struggle. Yeah. Because... yeah, it's rough. Especially when kids come in the picture, or even without kids, it's like 1 income. You got to pay all the bills. But then you also got to make sure you're just not leaving this person high and dry because they're relying on your income.
Yeah.
So by the time you pay all the bills and give them money, it's like, I done worked hard and I don't have nothing left.
I don't even know if I would want that. I'm talking about in the sense of my person paying all the bills and giving me money, because now I feel like I'm on an allowance.
Oh, yeah, because then when you spend it, what if something happened and you spend it? What if an emergency happened and you got to get back home? You done spent your money and now you home with no money in your pocket.
Like, so I'm feeling you on that. So, okay, someone asked me the other day, they was like, say, okay, you and your girl, right? But your girl decided to move in with you. Mm-hmm. So, but your girl still has her own place.
Okay.
Right? But she moved in with you. Would you require her to pay bills or pay something if she's living? She moved in. Mm-hmm. So, what is your outlook on that? What's your thoughts?
I mean, yes. If she moved in, or even if she's at my house majority of the time, help out. I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, oh, you got X, Y, and Z, but I would have a conversation where like, hey, I would like a little help. Yeah. Because if that's me, if I got my own place, but I'm over there more than 50% of the time, hey man, here goes some money towards your light bill. Yeah. Here goes some money towards groceries. It might not be a set amount, but I don't feel comfortable being in somebody's house a lot of the time, even if it's my person, and not helping them out, because I am eating your food and your snacks and your nachos with the cheese and stuff like that. And I'm running up the light bill, so I'm contributing to this stuff. So I don't feel comfortable just not helping out. And I think it sucks because it's like, you would think people would not do this, but then you have some people that do it and then they be like, oh no, I don't live here. I just be here. I still got my own place. Let me go back to my crib. And it's like, dang, like, come on. Like, you be here majority of the time, So
I'm with you on that. I completely understand. Someone asked me that and I was just like, no, they need to contribute something. Right. They were like, well, what about if they have their own bills? I said, but you got to realize, my bills just went up. Yeah. Like water went up, electricity went up, like everything went up.
Ate my last bars,
everything. So I'm with you. I do think it's important that we are helping each other. Right. Like I think that's important, because you're not feeling like one person is taking advantage of you, because that's a horrible feeling to feel like somebody taking advantage of you. Yeah, nah.
Are you for we're together but we live separate?
I can.
Okay. So you don't see a problem with it?
Nope.
Okay.
No. I would love to, cohabitate with my person. We here living together, we vibing, but I can be in something and we have our own.
Yeah, I feel it.
Some people be like, I don't understand, I don't get that, but I mean, it's just what works for you. Not saying like that's like, I'm not saying like it's a hard no for my person like to move in. Yeah. Come on, you're definitely more than welcome. But if it never happens, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it too.
I agree. So like, what are some hard, like, okay, if y'all do live together, what are some hard no's? Like, you like, sometimes it's like you never know a person until they like move in. Yeah. What's some like hard, like, all right, this ain't gonna work, or all right, you need like, what are just some like, man. Oh no, like that'll just piss you off?
I'm so finicky about stuff, right? Okay. It's like, I'm not gonna call myself OCD, but I do like things like a certain way. Let me tell you. If I ever walk in the bathroom and you have a roll of toilet tissue sitting on top of the empty,
instead of putting it on there,
that would drive me insane. 'Cause I'm like, I don't even know if I can look at you the same. You know what I'm saying? Like,
whoa, is that deep?
But I'm telling you, it's like stuff like that. But see, it's not that it's that deep, but it's like it's gonna start irritating me.
Got it.
And so like then I'm just like, in my head, I'm thinking, man, you need to go home. And it's like things that just starts like irritating me, like for real, what's a hard no for me? As far as I don't know, like, I don't know if I would say like, but let me tell you, like, just in a relationship period, cheating, where I'm at now in my life, cheating is a hard no for me. You know, because the thing is, I never look at you the same. You know, sure. I've done that. I've been there. I've done that. You know what I'm saying? And I've taken the person back, and that's where I messed up.
Got it.
Because like I knew I would never trust her again. Okay. Right. So then.
So what if you got a history? Like, what if you got time?
You know,
I feel like a lot of people are in relationships, and it's like they done been took through the ringer, and then the only reason they won't leave is because of time and history. So do you?
I don't equate the two. Like I don't feel like history means forever. You know, and that's just me. I think you have the opportunity to create memories and stuff with somebody new. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't feel like history keeps somebody or should keep someone there. People have different reasons they stay. Finances, you know what I'm saying? Like some people stay for financial security. Some people stay because of the history. Some people stay because like I love them, you know. But
so if you telling me you 15 years with somebody and they cheat on you done?
Where I am now, where I am now,
right?
I am.
Okay.
It's just like the older you get,
right?
It seems like the less things you're willing to tolerate, right? You know what you like. Mm-hmm. When I was younger, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like okay, cool. You know, like eventually you get over it and you're gone. But it's like now, for what? Like, what am I like for what? You know. And one thing somebody told me I'll never forget. And like this, like for real, you should never want to be with anybody that'll cheat on you. And so, like, if you think about that, that's like real, you know, like why? So that's why. But honestly, like that's now in where I'm at in my life now, cheating is a hard no for me. Like there's no coming back. There's no counseling. Because for what? You know, now we waste money. Not no counseling. Like nothing. Like that's just seriously. Because like it's okay. It ain't no.
Are you a tick for tack person?
No.
Okay.
Cause that's what I'm saying. It ain't no bad blood. It ain't no hard feelings. But you're not for me. Cause my person won't cheat.
That's true.
You know.
Yeah.
So what about you?
Yeah. Look, man, they gotta go. I know you gotta go. I feel like we can't do it because I'm gonna keep remembering what you did.
Yeah.
And I don't want to keep repeating this. You cheated. I don't want to keep reminding you or keep bashing you or bringing you down for cheating. You probably don't apologize, but you have moments. You know, somebody cheat on you. You ain't finna just wake up in a week and be over it.
Right.
They might do something and they might be like, this like was you, you know? So it's like I don't want to take them through a cycle of just constantly being
reminded
negative and being mean to them and, you know, being an asshole because I can do that, but I won't want to do that to them. Yeah. So I think for me personally, it's best. It's gonna hurt, but I need to let you go.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to take you through that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna look at you the same. You know.
And that's how I feel. Like I remember my ex. She cheated. I took it back. We went to, let's just say, Destin. You know, had a good time. And then, but like, we out there on Crab Island, just having the best time of my life. And I'm like looking at her like, this hoe cheated on me. You know, like for real. And we're having the best time of our life. Like, you know, like we're having a great time. And then we got back, you know, she's sitting up here and it's like, it changed my whole mood, my whole attitude, everything. And she's sitting up there talking about, man, you know, just talking about just being on Crab Island, having a good time. And all I'm thinking about is, you cheated on me. And so I end up saying something because I'm like, communication, right? So I should be able to express how I feel, right? So I'm just like, man, I ain't gonna lie, like, I'm like in my feelings, you know what I'm saying? So then she mad at me for being in my feelings because she feels like, well, we just had this great time.
I'm sorry.
But what, you know.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, because I'm like, you was having a great time with her. You know, so that's just.
Do you feel like there's levels to cheating? Like, okay, say if you were the girl, she go out, she get somebody's number. Do you consider that cheating?
Like, I don't know if it's cheating, but like, what'd you get the number for?
Okay,
like,
so what if she
like,
get the number?
What was the intention?
They was flirting. And the girl asked her for her number, and she gave it to her.
So that's what I'm saying. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Your intentions ain't even good.
That's a form of cheating.
Yeah.
It's not cheating, but that's leading up to cheating.
Yeah.
All right, what about if they just kissed? It's a form of cheating.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to kiss you no more.
Yeah, you got the cooties now.
I said the cooties. Hey, but that's like real though. That's real because it's like, you know, a friend of mine would be like, you know, monogamy isn't natural. You know, like you have to. She says like, you know, you have to pretty much. Of course, you're going to be attracted to other people, and that's normal, right? Like, yeah, I can see somebody like, dang, you know, she's beautiful, she looks good, or whatever. But that doesn't, yeah, like that's it, you know. But it doesn't mean I want her,
right?
You know, because like if I'm with you, like you're all like the only person like I can like see for real. Like if I get there with you, like you're it, like you're like enough.
Have you ever cheated before in your life?
Once.
Okay.
And it was but once, yeah. I don't know why. I think I just did it. And I was younger.
Yeah.
I think I just did it just to. I sat there and turned around and told her myself. I told her, like, I did, and it sucked. Like I hurt her, like for real, you know. And we tried to make it work afterwards. It didn't work out. So like I said, my ex, she cheated. I got back with her. And she cheated again. I realized this is a habitual cheater.
Habitual is crazy.
So like this ain't gonna work.
Fool me once.
Shame on you.
Fool me twice.
Fool me twice, can't put the blame on you.
Yeah.
Fool me 3 times.
No. You getting fooled 3 times?
He said load the chopper, let it rain on you.
See, you don't want to get there.
That's true. That's true.
I don't want to get there.
So
maybe back in the day, but we got, you know, you just got a lot to live for right now.
You know what though? I think, and this takes me to Jay-Z song Cry lyrics.
Okay.
All right. So, and it just made me think about it because it's like people cheat, right? Mm-hmm. You take them back. Mm-mm. No, people cheat. You take them back. So it's like, I'm sorry I did this. I'm not gonna do it again. Blah blah blah. Right? And then so it's like you are okaying that behavior. Right?
Yep.
Oh, so cheat, take you back. Oh, she eventually she'll get over it. Things will be cool for a while, and then so in the song, he was like. So he was out doing his thing or whatever, you know, he became famous, they was together. He said, we was together on the block, you know, eating free lunch, you know, we should have been together having 4 Seasons brunch. So she was with him, like, before anything, right? So he was like, you know, so I, you know, started making a little money, like, I would go months without seeing her. But he was, you know, sending money home, lavishing her, but all she really wanted was him there, right? So it's like, but he was like, so she met someone. She cheated, right? So then he's like, how was I to know that you was plain sick of me? Because his whole thing is, this is like a natural behavior to me. I've been cheating, or I've been out doing my thing, and you've been taking me back every single time. Right. So what was different this time? You know? So he like, how was I to know that you was plain sick of me? I know the way I was living was whack, but you don't get a nigga back like that. He like, I'm a man with pride. You don't hurt his pride, like, cause I'm not taking into consideration what I've done to you because you took me back every single time.
Right, so it was okay for you.
Yeah, it was okay because you made it okay.
Right. But if you would have left me,
then yeah.
It's like, okay, but now it's like I can't take it. You chose to do that.
Yeah.
But I'm not choosing to do that.
So so it's like, how you do me like that? I'm a man with pride. You don't do nothing like that.
But you know, they gonna bring up all the times. They gonna bring up all the times. But like he said, hey, you chose. You should just, I feel it.
And so it was crazy. But those lyrics, I don't know why. Like I love that line. It's like, you know, you don't get a nigga back like that. You know, like, but she's saying, I don't want you back. Like I'm finally, cause you know, with a woman, when you finally push her there, when she gets there, like that's it. Yeah. Then he was like, how was I to know that you was plain sick of me? Like, how was I supposed to know that? Then, you know, he goes on to talk about, now I'm a mourn forever. I gotta live with the fact that I did you wrong forever. Cause now you done lost probably the one person that truly loved you for you because you
ain't find another one like that, man.
So I love those lyrics, but that's what it is. I feel like people cheat. You bring them back. In a sense, it's like my ex, right? In a sense, I made it okay for her to cheat.
The habitual.
Yeah, because I brought it back. Mm-hmm. Oh, I got over it, you know what I'm saying? We out doing our thing. And she cheat again.
Now she thinking, oh, I'm going to just get her back again.
But thing I brought her back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, again?
Fooled me twice.
Oh, damn. Shit.
You know? So.
It couldn't have been my friend.
Right.
Man. I would have been like,
what are you?
What the fuck you doing?
Yeah, and it should have been. Like, they probably did, but it was crazy because of the way I felt.
Yeah.
Right?
You know.
But the thing is, at the same time, I didn't look at her the same. Mm-hmm. But after a while, the way my view of her, because it's like, you know, you're in love, that person can't do no wrong. Right?
That's true.
It's like,
or you gonna justify everything.
Yeah, you justify it, or it's like it's okay. But the same thing that she doing, somebody else doing, and you like, I can't believe.
Yeah.
But she doing it though. But like, it ain't that bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then
a lot of things are easier. Like people say stuff, but it's easier said than done.
Yeah, it's easier said than done. But then it's like when I finally got over her. Mm-hmm. I think she thought like the same thing that I'm sorry, sending flowers and all that type stuff was gonna work. But once you start looking unfamiliar to me, that's what it was. Like the way I looked at her changed. Like she was unfamiliar to me.
Right.
You know, so the way I looked at her, I couldn't see her like that anymore. And I stopped liking you. That's the difference.
You my little brother now, man.
Like when I stop liking you, that's like different because you know it's easier to love somebody than to like them.
That's true.
If you think about it, like you can love somebody but not like them.
But not like them, I can't.
You know? Yeah, like you know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, but when you stop liking somebody, you don't want to be around them. Like nothing, like I don't want to have anything to do with you. Right. It ain't about the fact that I don't love you, but it's just I don't like the person that you are.
It's true.
So, anyway.
I mean, what do you look for in a person? Like when you're, what's some top things? Like, okay, this is.
I consider myself a sapiosexual, so I am attracted to intelligence.
Okay.
Of course, looks will get my attention. Looks won't keep my attention, but like I'm about to say, of course, it's natural for looks to get your attention, right?
Yeah.
When somebody walking by, they look good. I mean, that's the only thing you can base it off of is physical features at the moment, right? So once you get to know them, that's when things change. Like if I can't hold a conversation with you, that's a turn off. Mm-hmm. Because like I said, you may look good, but looks just don't keep my attention.
So you say you're attracted to the mind, like they got to be the smartest person on
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but at least let's be able to have a conversation, about something other than what you seen on Instagram.
That's true.
You know? I mean, I just like talking. I like conversing about different topics or whatever. And I'm not saying that, she's supposed to know everything because I don't know everything.
Right.
But it's just like, hey, you seen where blah, blah, blah happened? I may have seen something in the news. And she may not have, which is, like I said, which is okay. But then don't circle back with me like, did you see what Kim Kardashian had on today? Like, what? I like Kim K. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like.
I don't keep up with a lot of
I don't keep up with him either, but I don't have anything against him. Like, but it's just like, let's be able to.
Talk about some real stuff.
Yeah, like that's a turn on to me. That's a turn on. Like that's what I'm attracted to. I'm attracted to people that have their own, because like to me, you're attracted to, because that lets you know like their mentality. Right. You know what I'm saying? They gonna grind till they get it, or like I want somebody. They talking about bringing. What can you bring to the table? I need somebody gonna be able to bring their own table to the table. That's just where.
We got 2 tables.
Yeah, now. Like where I'm at now, you know. And I'm not saying our tables got to be the same size.
Right.
Your table may be bigger than mine, but bring something worth having and like be somewhere in your in life where you have something worth losing.
Okay.
You know? So
True.
I don't want, like, if you ain't got, I like to travel, but I don't want to have to foot the bill every time we go. Surprise me sometime with a ticket in my inbox, you know what I'm saying? So that's just, again, and it may just be something that I get as I get older, you know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, I want my person to have their own, and it's important that they have their own. And like I said, I'm not saying like it has to be like up here,
right?
But you gotta have something worth losing.
I feel it.
Cause if you laid up not going to work, and they like, how did you ain't got no bills to pay? Like, you're not worried about losing your house? Like, what is this? You know, like something got to get you up out of bed every morning.
Motivation,
Yeah. You know, so yeah, like what about?
I would say I'm gonna like go down to like a lower level of just different things, but I would say, for one, you gotta be like, I like to like not be serious all the time. So I want to laugh. I want to be me. Like, I don't want to be around somebody who I can't be me, or I gotta pretend.
Yeah.
Like, I like to, laugh and joke. Granted, when it's serious, right. But I'm just throughout the day I'm laughing, and it's just a natural thing. Not to say like I'm a comedian or anything, but I like to laugh. I like to be happy or whatever. Yeah. That's for one. For two, be a lady.
Okay.
I like
That's
a little print, like a little lady, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Hey, look. Like, god dang, a little lady, like, give you princess treatment or whatever. Somebody who's independent.
Got you.
Like you said, kind of go hand in hand with having your own. Like, I'll spoil my person. Yeah. I don't have no problem doing that. Yeah. But I'm not trying to carry the load, and then on top of that, now I gotta provide extra, whatever the case may be.
You want to be spoiled too?
Yeah, it's like 50-50 or whatever the case may be.
We want to be spoiled too.
Heavy, yes, on the we. Like us, like
Yeah.
It's not always about the films and the, I want this, I want that.
We like stuff too.
Yeah, heavy on that.
What she said, heavy.
Being understanding of my lifestyle as far as the military, it was times where I was gone 8 months out of the year.
Gotcha.
So you got to be able to hold it down and know that sometimes we probably only may communicate through email. Gotcha. And I say like very big on loyalty. Like,
oh my goodness, that word right there.
I'm like I'm big on that. Yeah. And communication, man, it goes a long ways, especially with just long distance, man. Communication, like overly communicate.
That word, you said the word when you said loyalty, because that is huge, and so many things can fall under that. And so, like loyalty is like a very high trait that I look for in a person. Right. I guess you really don't know if they're loyal until they're not loyal, right?
But then again, you could just see how they interact with certain people in their life. Yeah. Just friends, family. Because hell, if you're gonna do something to them, you're gonna do this. What you'll do to me or whatever. So you won't see hand in hand as far as with you, but I feel like you can tell how a person is when it comes to a lot of things, how they handle things, how they do stuff. It kind of tells who they are or whatever the case may be. So I pay attention to a lot of things like that, like how you treating this person, or how you treating that person. Like just observing, may not say nothing off rip, but it lets me know, okay, in certain situations, this is how you're gonna act. That might be a red flag type thing or whatever. So,
being equally yoked. I feel like we need to be equally yoked spiritually, mentally,
for sure,
and financially.
Okay.
And when I say spiritually, we got to worship.
Got it.
We got to worship the same God. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sure.
People, they do their thing, and I'm not knocking anyone, but I believe in the Lord Savior Jesus Christ. Yes. And my person has to. Like, cause that's gonna cause all type of conflict. Yeah. So there we go spiritually. Mentally, I can't be mentally exhausted. Like every day it can't be something wrong with you. You know? And I say this like one day, you know, I was talking to this girl. And I mean, I learned it was early on. So we didn't have anything invested, but I was talking to this girl and you know, it was like, you know, I'm cramping. Hey, I get it. Mm-hmm. You know, so you know, she was laid up on the couch. She was like, you know, cramping, whatever. All right. Then another day, it was something else. And I look on Facebook one day, you in the hospital. Like, what in the world? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? This here?
Yeah, it ain't gonna work.
Because like every time I talked to her, it was something. So it was like draining. Yeah, you know. Yeah, so that's why I say like mentally, like oh, and then financially, like I said. My person, I'm not asking my person to be rich or anything, but again, that falls back on have something worth losing.
Right.
Have something in your name. You know what I'm saying? Have a bank account. Have two. You know, like just, I'm not looking to take care of anyone. Like I said, I want my person to be good.
Yeah.
I don't want to be good to my person, but I need my person
to at least come with some kind of foundation.
Yeah, and be able to, you know, be good to me too. Because again, we like gifts too.
Look.
like she said, heavy.
Surprises. Surprise
yeah,
me.
Yeah, so, and it's like the little things too. Like if, you know, hey, she on keto. So she like, hey, I bought you some keto friendly, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that type stuff.
Yeah. Cause it's like you paying attention.
Yeah.
I don't gotta remind you.
Yeah.
Oh, you ain't why you eating that? You ain't forget. Like, so it's like you're paying attention to what I got going on, you know.
And another thing, I want somebody to pray with. I want to be able to pray with my person.
Okay.
Like, and not just when we're going through something. Like maybe sometimes you may just have to walk through like, babe, come pray with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, I want to, cause I want that to be like important to them, like their own personal relationship, but also let's pray together. Like let's that be important enough, like in our relationship. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I, you know.
Dang. That's some good ones. That's some good ones. All right. So what is like, if you had it, what's like probably like top 3 turnoffs?
Hygiene, you know, and that's, hygiene, especially like the mouth. That's probably my biggest, just because like, I know some people are like terrified of the dentist. You know, like I know some people who are terrified of it. But sometimes you gotta
get your ass.
You gotta go there. You know what I'm saying? But that's why they have like floss, picks, toothbrush, mouthwash, all that type of stuff. It's a whole aisle dedicated to it. You know, in your local grocery store. But it's like that something with the mouth is like that's huge. That's a turn off for me. Being messy. You know.
Wait, what's your definition of messy?
Now,
you be messy with your homies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We could be.
Okay.
But it's like I think it's levels to it. You know what I'm saying?
My girlfriend tell me every day I'm messy.
No. I won't like my girl come back to, but it's like I feel like it's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even describe it, but it's like. Hey, you still in that talk about like you been talking about it all day long. Like, wait.
Okay, so maybe always in something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I got turned off. And you know what? And like another turn off to me is like dang, it was a tough. But like I can't even think of it. I'll come back to it. I had to circle back. But anyway, though, like hygiene, that's a huge turn off. Like the mess, like come on now, like some things That's like kid stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or you still you 35 and you acting like you still like 16. Like, no, we gotta let some things go, you know? But like you said, I like to have fun. I do. I like to joke around. I like to have a good time. I like to have a good time with my person.
Right.
But yeah, like, you know, some things I just don't like. Something I don't know. I don't know. What about you?
So I ain't gonna lie, when you said the mouth, like, that's usually the first thing I'm looking at is your mouth. You know, because I hate bad breath. Like, I feel like you as a person can tell when, I know for me personally, if I eat something, I'm like, ooh, like, you could, like, it's not right.
Yeah.
So for sure, that's like something that I'm like looking at, and I'm like, I mean, you know, some stuff is fixable. Yeah. Maybe you just couldn't afford braces or whatever the case may be.
Yeah,
but
and that's different though.
When I talk to you about it, you know, I'm gonna give you some time, but I think that you should invest. Like,
like invest in like braces.
Yeah, or Invisalign.
Okay.
Say if you meet a person, they teeth messed up. I don't know who you've been talking to, and they haven't not. Like, I'm finna tell you, and I'm gonna figure out how to voice it to you. But hey, you know, you gotta have those uncomfortable conversations. Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you the truth.
But you know what? What I've noticed though. Okay, say every night before bed, you in that floss and brush and gargling, right? Like, that's my routine, like every night. And like, say if your person wasn't doing that, usually they pick up on stuff like that. They see, you know,
some people they don't.
But that's the problem.
I mean, but I can't go get braces or Invisalign, so I gotta have that conversation with you.
But I think now, if it was me, I think just because like if you made it important and like that.
No, I'm talking about teeth.
No, I know. Listen, what I'm saying is this though. Like, if you made it important that like dental care, period. I think eventually it'll come up with a girl like, yeah, I've been thinking about getting braces.
Okay, so let it naturally come.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, yeah. So don't get me wrong. First day, first week, I'm not just gonna say something.
You gonna say something the second week?
But I'm gonna give it some time to try to. I gotta say something. Not the second week. But okay, we can talk for sure. Yeah. But it's gonna be on my mind heavy, like, oh my gosh, like I kissed her, I felt this was over there, this was over there. Like at some point I gotta have that uncomfortable. If you ain't bring it up, if you ain't picking up what I'm putting down, I gotta say, you know, have you thought about this? Or I'm not gonna be rude about it. Right. Because that might be they insecurities, but we gotta have that conversation.
And I think especially if it's something maybe they just felt like they couldn't afford. Like, but I think certain things in a person will allow other things to like come up. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially like, you know, somebody be like, oh, you got some pretty teeth. You know what I'm saying? So usually if they don't feel like they have some, eventually it does kind of come up in conversation where they want to, maybe your teeth are making them more insecure about theirs to the point like, yeah, I was thinking about going to the orthodontist or seeing this or, you know, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, like, hopefully it comes up, like, because I wouldn't want to be like, hey, you need braces.
No. I'm gonna be very nice about it because people have insecurities. Yeah. And that could be one of their insecurities. But I feel like in our age, you know, it's just certain stuff that I think personally, you know, it should have been something that, you know, you want to take care of. Yeah. Or whatever the case may be. Now, if you feel in your heart that, oh, I know my teeth messed up, and I'm not talking about just a gap. Look, man, like all like, like I think that, you know, maybe you just need a little motivation to, you know, get it done, because maybe it's something that came to mind, but you never really put. But once you have that conversation, you know, sometimes when you hear something from your person, it's like, oh yeah, babe, like you happy, you want to do it, and sometimes it takes that or whatever. Yeah.
Have you ever been in a relationship where your person made you want to change something about you?
Yeah. I would say my attitude. Yeah. My attitude. It's horrible, you know. Yeah. So that's one attitude. I would say maybe not necessarily physical appearance, because I mean, this is me. I love my body. I love the body that I'm in. But I would say just qualities about myself.
I got you.
So maybe my attitude, or maybe trying to understand stuff from another point of view, you know, stuff like that. Yeah. But I mean, maybe they have motivated me to maybe go to the gym and work out, but
Yeah.
There's nobody, I've never been with nobody there like, oh, you need to lose 50 pounds.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh shit, let me,
Yeah,
whatever. Because I'm happy, I'm comfortable with myself.
Yeah.
What about for you?
Yeah, like not necessarily like losing weight, but just being more physically active. You know what I'm saying? Going to the gym. Because the thing is, I hate going to the gym, but once I'm there and once I finish, I love being at the gym and I love the way I feel after I leave the gym.
Right.
But sometimes, like when I get off work, because usually that's when I go. You get off work, go to the gym, and then come home. Sometimes I just want to go home, but I do go, and then once I'm there, I'm like, I'm glad I went, and I love the way I feel once I finish my, workout or whatever.
You sleep better too.
Yeah. So, that, in a sense of being more open-minded, because sometimes I'll just be like, I don't see how, or this or that, you know what I'm saying? And it's not even saying that my perspective on it is the right way.
Right.
But I'm so used to just me and how I look at things. So being like more open-minded, and then also being more intentional.
Okay.
With anything. You know what I'm saying? Like being intentional with like if you want to make more money, dude, you got to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be talking like, 2025 is my year, but if you don't do anything different in 25 than you were doing in 2020 in 24, it's gonna be the same thing.
Right.
That's just like, the Bible said faith without works is dead. So you have to put some type of action to see it, to see the change or whatever. So but being intentional was like another big thing, because it's like, hey, you said you wanted to start your podcast back. Get somebody on there. Right. All you can do is ask them. You said you want to create different streams of income. So like, what you gonna do about it? Like, have you came up with goals? Have you came up like with ways and like reachable and reasonable ways to do it? Because like, you can be like, I'm gonna do this, but okay, well, in order to do this, you need A, B, C, D, and E. Do you have any of that? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I do. But I like when people encourage me to, or maybe not even necessarily encourage me, like, look, if you say you're gonna do this, like, well, when are you gonna start? Like, how many days in? We 25 days in. Yeah. The new year. You could have had something on paper or a plan or something, because I think planning is, important. So I did yesterday open up an Etsy shop. Okay. I don't have any products loaded yet. But it's a step. It's a step. Yeah. It's there. I didn't even know you had to pay, but I paid about $29. And, but yeah, so it's there. So whenever I decide to upload and put things on there, you know what I'm saying?
Right. You already got a foot in the door versus just trying to do everything. Because I think a lot of times people get overwhelmed. They set goals. They don't do nothing for those goals. And then one day, they try to do it all, and then they're like, it's so much, and they just walk away from that goal. But it's like, you got to crawl before you walk, or whatever the case may be. So that's true. So before we end this, what's something that you said in 2024 that you want to either do in 2025, you want to achieve, like just like maybe a goal, or I ain't gonna say like a resolution, but what is something that you said in 2024 that was going to be different in 25? I mean, I'll say, and I'll elaborate on this a little bit, but so a lot of times, you say you want to be a better you. Right. You say that all the time. I think right now, in 2024 coming to 2025, not being afraid and actually taking the steps. How can I be a better me? What are some problems that I'm facing? And, a lot of this stuff is on the mental health side. Gotcha. So for me, it's like I've, been very anxious about certain things, or this is stressing me out, or, sometimes it's like I can't just sit down. I got to do something. Like if I feel like I'm sitting down and watching TV, I feel like, why are you watching TV? There's stuff to do. Like, just small stuff like that. And it's like, this has been a thing for the longest. Let me take the time to go talk to somebody because, you know, sometimes I'll be so on go until I stress myself out or whatever the case may be. So I would say, you know, I've been actually, you know, going to medical, going to see like, you know, a behavioral specialist, going to see this person, going to see that person. And we've really been actually peeling the onion back.
Gotcha.
And really been diving into some things. And I can say that in this little bit of time, I'm looking at stuff from a different point of view.
Gotcha.
Versus just, oh, this is normal. Oh, this is okay. Oh, you'll be okay. You know, whatever. Sleep it off. Wake up tomorrow. But it's like, if I say I really want to be a better me, it starts with me.
That's true.
I have to look in the mirror. I need to figure out what's my flaws. You know, what do I want to work on? So I would say that's something that I said is going to be different, and I've been taking the steps to be different. You know,
that's what's up.
How about yourself?
Being, like I said, I have a friend that is holding me accountable to moving forward with what I said. Like, and right now it's just like the additional streams of income.
Okay.
So, and I want passive income, like being like more specific. I want passive income. And I think we probably all do, but put myself in a position to actually make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So I think having that accountability there changes things. Cause now you feel like, and I don't even want to say like you owe, cause you owe it to yourself, but it's like you trying to kind of make someone else proud of you too at the same time, you know? Yeah. And so, you know, like that feels good overall. And like I said, when I finally, you know, just setting up the Etsy shop or whatever, going through all the verification, all that type stuff, like it was cool because it was just like one step closer to what could possibly work. Even with this podcast, you know, I had been saying like last year, I wanted to, you know, start it back. I wanted to start it back. And just like you, just like a phone call, hey, or a text, come when you want to, you know, I want to shoot some content, and you was like just more than willing to come. So like, you know, that's what's up. But it just made me realize like how much I miss it. Right. And so I do want to, because I do want to continue to grow this channel, but it's like really trying to figure out which direction I want to grow it in. And then I have the one more surprise, but you know about it. We talked about it.
Yeah. I would say something quick on that direction. Something that I learned from seeing a behavioral specialist. Imagine if you were driving a car, you had a 20-hour drive, and you stayed on this one road, and you didn't get off. You just had one road. It would be very boring. Yeah. Basically, you have a destination and you're here. Sometimes you're going to have to make this turn, make that turn. Sometimes you might get stuck somewhere. But at the end of it all, it's about getting to that destination. So just food for thought. Just know that sometimes you might not have that straight path to your destination. But if you keep, you know, you keep at it, it's something that you want to do, and you might get held up here for a little bit of time, but you just keep going. Right. You know, you'll get there. And when whatever's meant for you would always be for you. Right. So when that time is meant, as long as you're doing what you got to do, you'll get there, you know?
That's true.
So
that's true. But hey, we were thugging in the studio tonight. Well, I appreciate you coming through. This won't be the last time. Hey, her girl coming in town in a couple of weeks, and
she'll be here Friday.
But y'all going somewhere?
But then we come back. We'll be here for like 3 days.
She'll be here. I'm gonna get him in front of the camera. We're gonna see how this whole love story came together. We good with that?
No, we good. Hey, man, look, life is life, man. You good with whatever.
Right, and all we doing is trying to live out here. Y'all be good. Until the next episode, peace.
Peace.